Hello everyone, you can see my Christmas jammies, but that's all right. I wear these all year round. So, right, I'm not live streaming it. Well, I am live streaming it, but I'm not doing it where people could chat. Right. So, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Do I ever know? A wee one. I think just a wee one. I'm going to talk quietly because I'm in my bedroom again. I'm very, very tired. Not got a whole lot of reason for being so tired other than the things that I'd said the other day, that I can just feel a lot of sadness in the collective. Pisces moon is the collective energy. It is sadness. And as those of you that have, God, that sounded really depressing, but it is. It's 100% all the feels. And with it being Capricorn season, it's like serious, Capricorn serious energy. And it's so it's together. To me, that's like serious, all the feels. And that's really what I've felt. But I had a lovely day yesterday, just hanging out. One of my besties, just watching stuff on, the TV that we like, and just eating loads of nice food, and just keeping cozy. But I've just been chilling today. So I hope you have all had a nice day, whatever you're doing. But like I say, when I'm feeling like this, I just need to retreat a bit. And for those of you that maybe want an update on the girl that's missing, she's still missing. So like I say, that's really, really sad. But I'm going to keep putting that hope out there and healing, and always be open for a miracle, always surrender for a miracle, because that is what Pisces moon right now is actually about. It's also confusion and illusion. So you just never know. So that's why I personally feel it's not, it's never nice to be, although it's what do you call it? It's human nature to try to, work out what's happened there. But I always just think it's better to just be praying and hoping for the best until you find out otherwise. So optimism, exactly, Spirit. Look at that. Wow. So actually, have I got that too down? So just as I was saying that, I pulled sorry, it's a bit delayed. I'm just waiting to see if you can see it on the screen. Don't really need to do that, don't we? Optimism. If you're going to make up stories in your head about people and circumstances, please make them love stories with happy endings. Wow. Well, God, I don't even know what to say about that. That's intense. But in relation to what I was saying, is that even on the screen? I don't know if that's even on the screen. In relation to what I was saying, it's obvious, isn't it? It's you've got to think about when someone's missing, you've got to think about the people that love them and miss them, and and not, as if it's something. What am I trying to say? Anyway, I think what I'm trying to say is stay positive and optimistic, and send your prayers and healing out there. But I will update on the news there. So so these cards were something that I pulled them earlier when I was through my living room. I got John to just pick two cards, and I really feel I needed to share them here. So I'm just gonna start with these. I didn't really have a big plan. I was gonna do a kind of theme on checking in on like sort of self-care and stuff, and I feel that first one was really there. So whatever's going on in the world, or whatever's going on in your life, whatever's going on with other people, try to stay as optimistic as you can. There's always something to be grateful for, is what I say when you're feeling sad. Right, so 24, past life. Now that's interesting because Pisces energy is the past and past life and spiritual healing, spiritual awakening, and that is all of what is going on right about now. Right, so a culture experience, it is a cultural experience, it's behind you regression. Reincarnation, actually I'll put it in the folder. How did I get it so right the other day? And today it's like, I think it was because I was under the covers and I've stayed on top of them just now. It's such a delay. Oh, I should be looking at my phone. It's because I keep trying to look at the screen when it's facing down. I should be looking at my phone to see what it's like. It's a bit of a Doug's dinner, actually. I just looked at the phone. Sorry, I'm looking now. Right, so I should be able to. Oh, who cares? Just listen to what I'm saying. Reincarnation is a belief held by many different religions and cultures. Deep attractions to foreign cultural items such as clothing, animals, architecture, or just some connections to your past life memories. Obsessions with or passion about events, tools, professions, or objects is your soul reminding you of previous experiences that have taught you valuable lessons. While past life regression can be extremely beneficial in understanding your interactions with family, friends, and purpose, understanding these traumas can help identify the reasoning behind debilitating psychological conditions such as phobias and fears in your current life. And for those of you that are new to me, or for those of you that follow me for years and perhaps have never heard me say that, I do actually do past life regression with people, and it's something that I really love. I find it fascinating. And do let us know in the comments if you're somebody that's had that with me. I don't know why it's saying 2 people are watching when this is unlisted. That is a bit creepy. Unless it's like me watching on my phone and my computer, but that's not even possible. Anyway, so obsessing over past events, experiences highlights the soul's need to achieve equilibrium in the present. And again, I'm specifically very good at helping you let go of the past because my Sagittarius moon is about optimism, actually, with that card there. And it's also about it's optimism, it's magicalness. I just made that up, but I didn't make it up. It is. It's about like manifestation and channeling and higher wisdom coming in, knowledge really. Teaching and learning from the guides, I would say, is how it comes in with me, because my Sag moon is conjunct Uranus, and that is Aquarius energy, and that is about channeling too. So yeah, when that energy is conjunct, it's very much channeling higher knowledge, higher wisdom from the guides, is how I sort of see that. But also, sorry, that wasn't the point. Mine's is then also that energy. So my Sag moon conjunct Uranus is also conjunct the South Node in Sagittarius. So that is about letting go of the past, and it's about past life. So it's it really is a specific niche of mine, I suppose, or an interest. It's my soul blueprint to help you let go of the past or past things that are holding you back. To focus on the present. That's where your power is. Right. Anyway, Cosmic Master Lord Krishna calls your mind to address the past, bringing healing and closure to unanswered chapters in your life. These unexplained and sometimes irrational emotions represent the challenges destined to enlighten the soul on its divine path. Be present. That's what I was just saying. Serving on the secondary, Lord Krishna asks you to heal and address past life memories and karmic issues now. And again, this is absolutely perfect for this issue. Perhaps this card is the main reason why I've been chucked on here to read this, because as you can hear, I can hardly get the words out. I'm that tired. So I'm definitely going to just get to sleep straight after this. Where did I get to? Questioning authority and fear of failure will highlight these fears so you can free the chains of the past. Meditate. Oh God, meditate came up in the daily reading today. I'm sure it came up in the pick a card, and it's also in tomorrow's one. And I actually said to meditate, then pull the card about meditating. So meditating is really powerful when you're listening to this in real time, or whenever you happen to have found this, if it resonates. Avoid being mentally stuck in the past, as the time is now. Affirm your soul's desire to the sacred breath of the universe. Again, that is really cool. That was going on about focusing on the present when I hadn't even read this card, and then it's just saying the exact same thing. Internal desires lead to temptation. Send your prayers through the cosmos. And again, I think that's particularly poignant and beautiful when I'd started off by saying about please still keep sending those prayers out so that girl is found safe and well. So sacred crystal, Shiva Lingam. Affirmation, I am grounded in the present. My heart is centered and focused on today. I will read the other one too, because it seems really pertinent. So we've also got energy medicine. Oh, and also this is 24, so the 24th of January might be significant. And we've also got an energy medicine, sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility, deep rest. This is very feminine energy, both these cards, very Pisces moon as well. That's why I felt I needed to share them, because the first one being about the past and past lives is very Pisces moon, because it's the last moon sign before we go back to the start again with Aries. And then also this talking about fertility and deep rest, that's very feminine energy, again, very Pisces. Energy medicine is often used to describe healing actions of light-based energy, which is everything that I do. Even when you're listening to these, there's always healing going out. The direction of flow of Kundalini and the interaction of light living energy with the human body. And I mentioned the other day how painful my spontaneous Kundalini awakening was. I can talk to you about that on a private call if you're interested. All forms of energy medicine, including homeopathic, Reiki, Tantra, and yoga, fall under methods of spiritual and energetic practice, which again is really in alignment with Pisces moon. Unbound by time and space, energy medicine can address any issue from any time in your life that requires balanced intervention. A transitive sound bath of song that resonates with your current state of being integrates any energetic practice you choose to implement on your mind, body, and soul. The Golden Ascension Goddess, Master Parvati, asks that you relax and fall into your creative and sensual self, which was born from the sacred fire. Deep rest can be found when you surrender your energy to the mountainous places, the birthplace of Parvati. Her divine energy medicine can adjust in any imperfect vibrations surrounding your sensuality, your home life and feminine imbalance combined with your conscious action. Parvati's divine strength and power is clearly demonstrated as her golden resonance flows between all connections of life and balanced power. That's really interesting to me because this transit is moving through my fourth house of family, feminine energy. So that's quite interesting. I mentioned the home. The divine manifestation of the divine feminine brings fertile energy that will nurture any seeds you've planted. Celestial sounds combined with divine devotion will produce fertile gardens for you to plant seeds for any outcome your heart desires. Give them time to grow with positive energy medicine. You're a living being, expression, radiate your magnificence. Sorry, I still had my earbud in and it just said, please charge. So again, I think that is I know for a fact that is a sign that somebody else needs to recharge, rest and recharge too, because that was absolutely the minute with the moon message for tomorrow. But it goes for right now too, if you're watching this from real time. You are a living being of divine expression, radiate your magnificence. The sacred crystal is creedite, never heard of that in my life, and I've worked in several crystal shops. I might look that up. Affirmation, I share my sacred self with divine love. I resonate in harmony. Right, that's actually makes a lot of sense to why I've pulled my Journey of Love deck, which is very romantic indeed, because Pisces and the 12th house is also connected to soulmates. It's very romantic. Pisces is a very romantic sign, probably the most romantic sign when it comes to love. If we're talking about Scorpio, like Scorpio would be in the sense of like sex, romantic. But Pisces is like the true love aspect of it. So, and these cards are definitely that. I think I'm going to end with that one though. Or will I just do it now? No, I'll do it at the end. Right. I think I've been speaking for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Right, I'm going to put these ones over here. So that was just not necessarily divine feminine, divine masculine. It was just what came out. And again, that just wanted to go with what I was saying at the start. So now I am going to do a wee bit of a divine feminine, divine masculine check-in, because let's face it, it's what I'm here to do. Flow like water. Well, there's the divine feminine energy already. And I was going to go with the conscious mind first. So that's what came out of my mouth. I would have actually went my subconscious first. But anyway, the conscious mind, flow like water. So, 24 again. So the 24th of January is significant to somebody watching this. Or again, it's going to be something that happens on that day. So let us know. So consciously, again, your conscious mind is the one that needs to relax, right? So it's the one that I need to distract. So that we can reprogram your subconscious. So again, this is about all the energy that has come out already is about flowing with your feminine energy. And that makes sense because both Capricorn Sun and Pisces Moon is feminine energy, right? What have we got for the masculine on the conscious mind? Your divine feminine, your divine masculine first. That's how I want you to think about it. And if you're interested in the love stuff, you can, I'll do that too, but think about it for you. Positive affirmation. So it's got a girl with I love myself, worthy, grateful, healthy, happy, brave, beautiful, I choose love. What this tells me is that, and it's got 41 in the card, which may be significant, it might be somebody's age. Could be anything really, but the divine masculine is within you. You're being guided to, utilize positive affirmations. Oh, and I forgot to read. Here it is. Here's today's one. I feel love and compassion for everyone on the planet, those nearby and those far away. And that is absolutely very Pisces Moon, because Pisces Moon is unconditional love. And again, if you haven't heard me say, all the healing that I channel whenever I'm doing anything is about healing with unconditional love. So what it says is, you're doing your masculine side is you're being guided to be kind to yourself, so wherever your deepest fears are coming up, because that's what Pisces in the 12th house is about, you're being guided to, choose a positive affirmation and speak kindly to yourself, right? So I'm going to change this deck now to this one. Right, on the subconscious, what have we got for the feminine energy? In fact, I'm going to go along with, if this is now two people, so whether you're a feminine or a masculine, the feminine energy, whether it's you or someone else, needs to go with the flow. You need to just go with the flow of this watery energy and not overthink, and just be, surrender. And the masculine energy, whether it's you or someone else, needs to love themselves, needs to speak kindly to themselves. And again, you might already be somebody that most days you are pretty good at that because you've done a lot of work. But even people that have done a lot of work, you'll still have off days. So that's what that's about. And again, remember, you can be divine feminine, divine masculine, regardless of gender. So subconsciously, your feminine energy, that's mirroring self-worth. It's got a cake with self-love and self-worth written on it. Why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? Sorry, I'm just laughing because I literally say that all the time, not to settle for crumbs in any area of your life. So again, on the subconscious, that is what your guides are really getting you to focus on. This is collectively, is that you deserve the world, so don't settle for anything less. And your divine masculine energy on the subconscious, what's bubbling away in the subconscious. And again, this is important within a Pisces moon because that is what the 12th house is all about. Rebel. So it's time to celebrate the fact you don't fit in, stand on your own 2 feet. But again, remember, this is bubbling away under the surface. So the divine masculine energy, whether this is you or someone else. And I just like to point out, again, like I said, divine feminine, divine masculine, doesn't matter what gender you are, but it keeps fascinating me that it is like 60% men that are watching, 40% women. Whenever I look, it's something like 60%, 70% men over women. And again, no men ever talk on here, so that's just crazy. But it's a very good sign for the divine masculine waking up in the world. You know what I'm saying? Collectively. Yeah, basically, what's bubbling away for the divine masculine under the surface, whether this is you or somebody in your life, it is about, I don't want to fit in anymore. Like, I don't want to just do this because this is what everybody expects of me. I want to do what I want to do. And that's a brilliant thing. Right, so. But I know we're doing feminine masculine, but this just flew out. For the divine masculine energy, they're tired. Rest and reconsider. They're at the end of something, a spiritual lesson, because we've got the purple border, we've got a 9, and we've got this person, regardless of sex, looking exhausted. So again, that's what this moon sign is about. It's about exhaustion, literally. Divine feminine. Reach out. Wow. So this is a material, physical world card, and free is communication, which is probably why it's got reach out in it. So whether you are divine feminine, divine masculine, within you, it's about, again, it's a continued theme from the other day. Ask for help where you need it. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. So if you're like strong, independent woman or man, whatever, you don't need to be a woman to be divine feminine. Just make sure that you get support where you need it. And when we're talking about within, sorry, these cards are falling over now. When we're talking about within a connection, my phone is just locked. I'm trying to see it on the thing. Well, it kind of indicates that you may, now again, just absolutely, you need to trust your own intuition. Nobody can tell you what to do there. Oh, my phone's just came off of volume. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? It was on, I turned the volume down and then the voice came back. Yeah, basically, perhaps you need to use your voice. Perhaps you need to reach out. Again, do you need to reach out to your divine masculine? That's your call. If you're strongly guided to, then do it, regardless of whether you're a man, woman, 2 men, two women, whatever your dynamic is. But again, that is going to be an absolute personal call, because in some of these dynamics, people haven't spoke for years and years and years, and that would will be terrifying for some. You know what I mean? It really just depends where you're at. But again, time is an illusion, guys, and if you're in one of these connections, you'll know that. But just tune in, okay? You can't be like, right, this is an absolute sign to do it. You'll just know, because it's like every bone in your body will be like, shit, that is what I was looking for, because it does sort of suggest that this person's, because again, I'm saying trust what resonates, because although this is saying reach out in the physical, this person, regardless of who you are, they're like going through a spiritual awakening, rest and reconsider. They're thinking about things right and ending. So it might be kind of thing where you reach out to somebody and they're not, and they don't reply because they're going through other shit. So just be aware of that. Right. So, but it could be the case that they reach out and they wanted you to reach out. You just don't know. It's unique to each. You will know. Right. Now I'm going to put these here because there's too many. Right, I'm going to end this soon anyway because this is going on longer than I meant. Right. Where does the divine feminine need to surrender? Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. I love that, because it absolutely, somebody needs this message. Please let me know if this was you, because I was dragged on here. But somebody needs this message, because that's what I'm saying, like exactly what I just said. Like, you will need to trust yourself, and that could literally change from hour to hour. I've been in that situation where things like that can change from hour to hour. You'll be so sure 1 minute and then you're like, no. And then you get all the signs that are like, this is not the right thing. Take action and be confident that you've chosen the right path. Basically, trust yourself. And some people are like, fuck you, that's not helpful. I wanted you to tell me the answer. Well, welcome to being a grown-up. You know, you shouldn't be looking on the internet for everybody to make your own decisions. You can get help from it, but ultimately you need to make your own decision. That's Councillor Claire talking. Right, divine masculine needs to surrender to your divine masculine or the person. That does seem very spot on. Although I haven't been working with clients, I can always pick up in the collective energy. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and fuck off is what I would say there, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. That is amazing, considering the divine masculine energy actually had positive affirmations, remember. That's pretty wow. Not a coincidence there. And remember, I always see the divine masculine is the head. It's like the logic. It is the overthinking. And the divine feminine is the trusting, is the feelings. So very much in their own energies there. Right. And again, this is, you could see that as your feelings, your heart, your head, you know what I mean? Right, let's put these away, and I'm going to pull a divine priestess of the light. Then I'm going to read the journey of love, and then I'm going to go to bed. Oh, no, I'm not. Right, they want me to pull some of these. I mixed up the romance oracle and that other new one that I got the other week. So let's just, this is the bit where it's either going to stay with the collective energy or it's going to home more in a specific dynamic, or it could just be about self-love, but it's usually a dynamic, right? So what do we need to know for the collective? We'll go for the collective of the divine feminine. Give us 2 cards for each. Let's do again subconscious, because if I just make it up as I go along whether I'm going to do subconscious or conscious first. And by the way, when I say I make it up as I go along, I mean the spread. Somebody said to me the other day that I'm really close with, they were like, you know, people will think you meant the reading. I'm like, of course they know I'm not meaning I'm making the reading up as I'm going along. I'm channeling what they're telling me to say. But anyway, it just made me laugh. Right, so on the subconscious mind, what's bubbling away under the surface for the divine feminine energy within you or your person? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner seek. Yes, so divine feminine energy, absolutely. As a divine feminine energy watching this, or you might be watching for your divine feminine energy. If this is you, you absolutely already know that you have met your person. You weren't asking, you already know that. You might wish you never knew that, but you already know that. And if this is your person, they already know that you're the one, right? So on the subconscious of the divine masculine energy in you, bubbling away under the surface, and they know that you're worth it, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. They know that you've got a special connection. They might not call it what you call it, whatever labels you use, but they know. So that's interesting. This seems very in alignment. But bear in mind, this doesn't mean it's happening next week. This could be they know that you're the one and they're in no rush. So, but again, you've always got free will and they've got free will. If you don't like that, you could spend your time with someone else, but each to their own. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody wants to do that. So just be true to yourself. It's actually 11:11, so that feels very powerful that I just said that, and it's 11:11. Like, not everybody can do that, because when someone is their exact energy signature, it's so weird how I keep saying energy signature, but I think it was because it was on one of these cards, and now they just always make me say it like that. But when somebody is your exact match, it's like nobody else like feels worth it, you know, for people that are really strongly on this journey, right? So what do we need to know about the, I've not got any of the special cards coming out, although these are special cards too. What have you got in the conscious mind of the divine feminine energy? I'm going to pull one of these ones. Soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process, right? By the way, these are powerful because I've pulled trust already for the divine feminine energy, and now I've just pulled your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust the process. And this is the collective energy. So there's big stuff happening. There's a soul merge happening for a lot of the waves of twin flames that are tuning in to this, whether it's real time or whenever you watch this, could be a year later or whatever. Okay, consciously for the, so this is interesting that consciously divine feminine energy versus you or your person knows that there's a alchemical soul merge happened. These are like really heavy words that I'm coming out with, but anyway, divine masculine consciously, they're dealing with something else, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I think they're, whoever this is for it, like this is again, it's because Pisces is ending, so there will be a lot of karmic endings. People will have already went through this, but this is a connection where there's an ending happening, whether that's a romantic ending or somebody's falling out with friends, or you know, shit going on with their family, whatever it is. But there's like, they're realizing there's not enough love or respect, or like they're ending something. But again, I feel this is ending so that this can happen. But also this is about they don't feel that the divine, so divine masculine doesn't feel that divine feminine feels the same. So they don't realize that the divine feminine is seeing that as happening, soul merge, and the divine masculine is like, I don't even think this person thinks about me anymore. I don't even think they, you know, they think about me fondly, but I don't think they feel the same as me. But again, that's because this is so cool. That, well, it's not cool, but it's cool how it all makes sense. It's because they got negative thinking, you know, and that's why they need to tell themselves positive affirmations. So interesting. Right. Let's ask another question. So what's the divine feminine going to do about this? You're just paying attention to the signs. You're recognizing the signs. Divine masculine. Yep. Codependency and deeply. Look deeply within to discover your soul purpose in your relationships. Look, codependency. They're dealing with something else. And that's why that reach out card, really tune into whether you're meant to reach out or not. You might be meant to reach out to other people to support you, because yeah, anyway, that'll be different for different people. You can let me know. Right, let's put these away. Right, I'm going to read now one of these and one of these. I knew it would be a romantical one, well, more so than usual, because Pisces moon is romantical, but it is also, and as far as I'm aware, romantical is my own made up word, but maybe somebody said it somewhere else at some point, but I made it up for me. Pisces moon is romantic, but it's also where my Pluto is, so it makes me get right down the nitty gritty, and that's why I'm picking up on the codependent stuff. And again, I always do pick up on that, but it's like my picking up on hidden stuff. So it's hidden desires, but it's also hidden pain. Sacred convergence. Oh my God, 28th of January may be significant for a union. I'm feeling that sacred convergence does sound like what I was saying about the soul merge as well. There's a coming together happening within your body and soul, a unification of all that is within you. This is akin to traveling to a strange land, as all sorts of new sensations, not all welcome at first, begin to make themselves known to you. If you're experiencing discomfort within your own body, uncertainty and sense of expansion to include more of life in your thoughts and feelings, then you're conscious of this sacred convergence. It's like two worlds or more colliding. That's what it is with the twin flame. So if you are sensitive, you will feel it is happening as an important event without necessarily having a physical sensation to attribute the experience to it, upon which to hang an explanation. And that's very Pisces moon, like you just can't explain it. It's just magic. You may also be encountering this as a very physical sense by finding yourself in situations which you previously would have avoided. You may be meeting people and thrown into a relationship with them, apparently more by circumstance than by your own conscious choosing. That's Twinflame journey too. This is a meeting of you with your shadow. Oh God, that is totally Twinflame because it's yin yang, and something to rejoice in, even if it's uncomfortable at times. Twinflames. Be gentle and loving with yourself and kindly seek to find the beauty in what you're learning about yourself and in your interactions and experiences. You're a wise soul seeking to know yourself rather than judge others. Remember your divine perfection as you're thrilled and challenged in this time of great growth. You're guided to be curious as though traveling to a foreign land, remaining open to experiencing its treasures. This oracle holds a message for you. A deeper part of yourself is calling you forward. And now I want to get that card. That. Your divine counterpart, whether you know who they are or not. But it kind of sounded like I was picking up on people that know each other already, I would say. Any discontent, struggle, anxiety, or fear is a subconscious recognition of this. Don't worry. You're a unique plant in the divine garden. You don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day, and growth happens naturally. And that's coming back to the whole live in the present thing. Then you can see over time the beauty of your true nature revealing itself to you. It will be a revelation to be relished. And here's a wee nice thing that you can listen to. From the white foam on a surface of blue to the mystery beneath the waves, wherever your travels may lead, may the artist's touch inspire us to explore the ocean realm and celebrate the beauty as land gives way to water and water to the unknown. Into the unknown, into the unknown. You're welcome. Right, so you're going into the unknown, and that is Pisces moon. Right, anyway, we're going to end this with a priestess of the light oracle. Make it good spirit, make it snappy, make it wow, just chuck it out as well. I feel it's this one. Clairvoyance, of course it's clairvoyance because Pisces moon's very psychic. We've got 35, you could be 35, 35 could be significant for something else. Clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, and of course, trust. Trust has come out 3 times now. And the card which is facing upright that's sitting here, building your world, creation, expansion, network, and 33. So I wanted to sneak in. That one's cool too. I've never seen this one. Oh my God, like all these seem relevant, but I'm not reading them all. 9, again, endings. Pisces moon is endings. Endings on the masculine side, whether that's your masculine energy or someone else. True love. Oh, wow. Maybe we do need to read that. Tenderness, true love, compassion. Well, we don't need to read it. Deep emotions. Unknown feelings, past life influences. Oh my God, there's so much synchronicity. A past life was the first card. Right, I'm just going to read this one though. We're just going to read clairvoyance and then I'm going to go 35 because I've made this longer, but whatever. Please let me know if any of this or all of it helped you because I love to know why I was chucked on here. Inspiration, interpretation, trust. The Oracle of Delphi gazes into her scrying bowl, patiently. Can you even see on that? You can, can't you? Oh, I've lost it. Patiently waiting for the images to take shape. She knows that a message is coming. That could be literal as well, by the way. I'm feeling that as literal. So she remains peaceful and unafraid. There are 2 steps in her process, however. Once she receives the information, which often comes in the form of a riddle, she must interpret its meaning. This process applies to your intuitive experience as well. Whether you realize it or not, you do have the ability to receive important messages from spirit. And yes, I always say that, we all do. And if you feel like you don't, you need to join in on my Activate, Awaken, and Amplify Your Clairs. Wow, I usually can't remember one of the words. But yes, I will be doing that again very soon. So just look out for when I'm doing that. You also have the wisdom to make accurate interpretations. This card is telling you it's time to let go of old doubts and open up to your own clairvoyant process. And that comes back to when I said, tune into what you feel you need to do. Whether you're watching my stuff or somebody else on YouTube or somebody's giving you a reading elsewhere, whatever, you still have to make your own decisions, don't you? You still need to follow your own heart. Like, you can take on bits and bobs and what comes through for you, but you do need to make your own decisions. It's like when you go to a counsellor, you can't like that. I mean, probably because I am a counsellor too, but like, you've still got to take personal responsibility, even when you are seeking help from someone. Like, people that actually blame stuff on everybody else that's helping them, like, that's being in victim mode. You know what I mean? You've got to, you can seek help, but you've got to make up your own mind. You've got to make up your own heart. Like, especially see when it comes to who's my twin flame, who's my twin flame. Again, if you truly are a twin flame, you wouldn't even need to ask that. Like, you would either know who they are in your life, or you just know they haven't met them yet. But half the time it's fascinating, like, because this is who I help all the time, people will be like, oh, I've got no idea who my twin flame is. And then they'll be like, oh, but this one time at Ben camp, but then they'll be like, oh, but actually there is this guy in my life and we've got this really weird connection, but I haven't seen him for like 5 years, or do you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like ding, 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 you know what I mean? I just need to listen for a little bit and I'm like, yep. Or sometimes it's like, oh, I haven't seen this person for like 15 years and I went to school with them, or like, you wouldn't believe the stories I've heard. Anyway, where did we get to? Yes, this oracle, like the oracle for Scrying, you might find it helpful to use specific tools and techniques. Perhaps you'll be called to read oracle cards or pursue mediumship. And again, a lot of you that watch me will be either mediums already, or you'll be led to that. And it's just the nature of like attracts like, because I'm a medium and I'm a medium mentor. If you didn't know, I can help you with your mediumship one-to-one. Whatever form your intuitive process may take, let yourself be a trusting receiver. Again, feminine energy. Then take your time interpreting the message. It may seem complex at first, like you're putting together the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. If you relax and let go, the need to perform and the need to be right, soon the answers you seek will become clear. Yeah, again, because I don't really like that word interpret. I know what they mean, but for me, it's like I just let it flow through. Like, I'm a clear channel and I just let it flow through and I trust. And that's really what you want to aim for. Like, you know, if you're stopping to interpret, you're kind of like you're putting your own spin on it. I just let it come out. You know, again, that's debatable. We could be philosophical about that all night. Of course, it's being filtered through me, so it'll come out with my personality. But you know what I mean? Like, I know when it's not how I would have said it, because I use words that I don't. Sometimes I don't even know what the word means, and I'm saying it. So, anyway, you need to relax and let go to be of the need to perform and the need to be right. Yeah, you need to push your ego aside. You know, it's kind of like I'm not arsed. I mean, why would you be? Some people would be though. It's like I couldn't care less. Like, you can see my Christmas jammies in the background. Like, who gives a shit? Or when I'm like when I'm on the screen and I've not got any makeup on or my hair's greasy or whatever, like, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm here to help people. So that's putting your ego aside. And it doesn't mean you always need to show up like that. You know what I mean? If you want to look good and you're somebody that wants to always look good in that, then you do you. Like, I'm kind of a bit of both. Some days I want to look good, some days I don't give a shit. I'm good to still love, baby. Right. So, and then, but that is a good point, because I'm like that. That means I have to attract somebody in my life as the same. That sometimes they'll want to look good and sometimes they just want to chill. You know what I mean? That's how it works. There is no wrong seeing. Everything exists in energetic potential. As the energy changes, the outcomes you see will change as well. Be open to receiving and patient in your interpretations. Trust yourself, for you are the oracle of your eternal life. And that's why the word trust kept coming up. And it's why I channeled about, even when that was saying reach out, like, don't just do that because like somebody channels that, or a card, you know, really tune in, because sometimes it's a test. I know it's a head fuck, but sometimes it's a test. But sometimes that will be, and you will know, shit, I do need to reach out. Right. So I trust in my own intuitive process. I open to spirit's guidance and understanding the messages I receive. And that is so perfect for a Pisces moon, because Pisces energy is about trusting. It's about not knowing and surrendering to trust. And I'm going to take these ones out. And I know I said I was finishing, but I'm going to pull one more card, just one more. What do we need to surrender? Oh, that's in the wrong bit. What do we need to surrender to? Passion. Well, if that ain't twin flamey, I don't know. I know I said one, but I've pulled out two. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. That's come through a lot. That's very feminine energy. Surrender your passion, masculine energy. Surrender to letting it flow is feminine energy. Basically, this is about who and what lights you up, and are you moving towards that? And if not, why not? Surrender to the wisdom of your body. This one came up in one of the shorts that I done. I think for today actually it came up. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. That would be how you feel about karmic connections, whether it's romantic, family, friends, work. Who makes you feel like shit? That ain't good, guys. Shouldn't you point that out? If you're energized and happy, move forward. If you're a twin flame, that's how your twin flame makes you feel. First, they'll make you feel uncomfortable. They'll trigger you. You'll be like, why in the hell is this so intense? Why do I feel like this? You'll just be freaked out. Then when that sort of, it doesn't, I was about to say fades away. Well, I wasn't going to say fades away. I don't know what I was going to say. It doesn't water down because again, it's passionate, but it's, the intensity dies down as you communicate properly and you share with your twin flame. Like, I feel exactly the same as you. Like, this is fucking weird. But once, it's like anything, once you share that you both feel like that, then you can start to do something about it, whether it's moving forward together, which would be the goal for most twin flames. You know, you do, that's what it's about. It's a soul merge. You want to be with your twin flame, even with all the physical hurdles that are in the way. Like, I mean, for some people it's marriages, like part, whatever. It's you just got to trust and believe it'll all work out. But for other people, they haven't even got things like this, like things, not things, I don't want to say things in the way, because sometimes it's kids and on both sides involved and all that. It's just when you communicate and you remove the elephant in the room, and then you can get closure. You know what I mean? And then you can just be like, yeah, we have got some sort of connection, but not all twin flames might not want to do something about it. Maybe you live in completely different other parts of the world. It's not going to be possible. But even I would say, as a Sag moon, nothing's impossible. But anyway, this is also just about listening to your body, because people get very tired in a Pisces moon. But I'm going to end it here because that was longer than I meant it to be. I sincerely hope this helped someone out there, or more than one person. Let me know if that one person was you, and I'm sure I will be back with my face on the camera tomorrow, but if not, it's because I'm still in my Pisces moon feels, and I'll see you in Aries moon. But either way, have a lovely night, and I shall catch you later. Let's try to find how to end this. Please like, comment, subscribe as well, because it helps other people get the